on a Draven. Obviously, the Ornn TP and engages can work now. The Poppy on the other side. So what do both team compositions want to do? How do they unlock the victory in this game?
Yeah, if we're looking at the side of Misfits,
Unlock the lead. Of course, there's some of the patch notes on 8.14. Changes. Oh, look at this. Hunt Summer.
Oh.
What are you doing? Goes in. Manages to flash for the kill. Hunt Summer. That was beautiful.
out in this match, but you notice Cold already playing towards this bottom side. He wants to may have an impact.
All right, let's see what Cold can do. Dance of Arrows over the wall. Hunt Summer tried to step out of that hero's entrance. Now Hunt Summer trying to get one in reply. Gets shut down. Cold with their opportunity in the bottom lane, but a Dark Binding connects. Hunt Summer forward. Already got a kill on the board. Hunt Summer's not done yet. Turns his attention. Minions now being cleared out. The tower's no longer under pressure. Exile is going to be looking for a solo kill. Senkax steps forward. That's definitely overbaited. Maxlaw's in range though, and Senkax playing on the edge of safety. Tower first, Misfits to work with, but Dragon should go to UOL.
Here's my concern though. Right now, Unicorns of Love are actually making him play topside.
All right, take a look. Mickey's Black Shield did so much work. Paranoia comes down. Exile is blown up where he stands. Unicorns are at least able to get a Dragon. Some late game insurance. But here comes Hunt Summer. The Whirling Death not able to pick up a kill as the Featherstorm is sidestepped. Now Hunt turns his attention to Totoro. Totoro is able to escape with his life. The Rift Herald helps take down the mid tower, and Misfits aren't done yet. A boop on the inner turret drops that to 50%, and Hunt Summer, with the help of Alfari, take tower number 3. 7,000 gold at 15.5 minutes. This is Europe's best team in action.
Misfits just blew open the entire game in a period of 30 seconds. They're going to be taking a second turret, the inner turret in this top lane as well. The gold lead was just marginal for the first 15 minutes. At 16 minutes, it's broken entirely.
It's really beautiful. It even more difficult. Totoro looks for the flash engage, manages to find one. Command Protector's board sometime. Shockwave catches 2. Paranoia blocks all the vision. Senkax escapes with his life, but Lamb's Respite buys some time. Here comes Hunt Summer. Throws down the Blood Rush and the Whirling Death. Exile gets tagged once and twice. A Spinning Axe and the help from Misfits. It's a 2 for 2 thus far. Totoro and White Knight are split up and running for their lives. Unicorns will be happy to get a couple of kills, but Senkax is trying to chase down Totoro. Looking at the minimap, Neon running, protecting this play. Maxlaw can jump in at a moment's notice with that Paranoia when it's available. It's on cooldown.
Two-man, the Baron, it does so little damage. The Unicorn should know something's going on. Misfits would not willingly give over the bot lane tower.
And the strength of Paranoia, the vision denial, UOL simply cannot do a thing.
One in the bottom lane, one in the mid lane for it, but when you think about the overall map control, Misfits are going to be able to get off this. The turrets, they themselves will be able to take down, threatening towards those inhibitors, actually mid.
All right, Black Shield comes out. Shockwave from the backline. Unicorns of Love are running for their lives. Yes, they got themselves a tower. Whirling Death flies out. It manages to take down Totoro. Hunt Summer, 5-1, Infinity Edge completed. Unicorns continue to run for their lives. Mickey, can he land the binding? Summon a heal used by Exile. And not this time around, but with Baron minions, man down, and all of the engagements used, Hunt Summer's just going to take out the rest of this base.
He is just way too strong at this moment. There's still 5 seconds left before Totoro spawns up. This is going to be an inhibitor for Misfits.
We have to look at the gold differences between the teams. Yes, it is 10,000, but throw your eyes down to Hunt Summer. 13,300 to 7,800. Mickey takes a big chunk there, but it doesn't matter. The rest of the golden oldies on the team, Deficio and Shox, and we'll get that confirmed later. But one final fight here for Unicorns of Love, as they're looking for an engage on the back end, and that's just not going to do it. White Knight is taken down in the back, shut down inside his own jungle. Misfits continue to apply pressure. Look at the mini-map. Misfits can take the top lane tower. There's about 110 minions in the bottom lane moving up. And for Misfits, this could just be the final push.
Yeah, just have Hunt Summer tank the turret. It's no big deal. Misfits are still going strong inside of the base. They can go down into that bottom lane and pick up that massive minion.
You can see the damage is good, but with Bloodthirst, as well as Infinity Edge and just that level of burst, it is just too easy. Alfari manages to dash forward, hits the knock up onto Neon, but there's no follow-up. Third inhibitor, now the focus. Dark Binding connects onto White Knight, and while there's some shots being thrown out, White Knight dashes forward, looking for the knockback onto Senkax.
Through and through hard in the early game, going in deep, but now we're seeing another flank here from White Knight.
Oh man, Lamb's Respite just to buy some time for Cold. It's not available for the follow-up.
They got him.
Comes down. Hunt Summer is out. Paranoia, and the follow-up damage from Misfits is massive. Shockwave is still available. Pull the trigger, Senkai's not going to find the opportunity. White Knight takes him down. The caster curse is real. Unicorns of Love finally turn a team fight in their favor. And as I praise them, Misfits turn it back around. Mickey, Maxlaw, and Alfari aren't done yet. Unspeakable Horror will not complete its channel onto White Knight. And with super minions, 2, 4, 6, 8 of them in the base, Unicorns of Love have simply too much to defend. Nexus turret number 1 goes down to the Winions. Nexus turret number 2 taken out by the Winions. And Misfits, with the help of an army, are looking to finish the game. Unicorns of Love trying to slow the game down. Will not be enough. Will not stop Misfits. And the number 1 team holds true. Camille in the jungle with Memento. He has already played that twice, undefeated, and a KDA of 12, 3, and 14. So Memento is positioning. And of course, because Kadril showed top, it's just a very easy dragon so far. Sugar's going to get in range. Smite easily secures, and Dark Binding actually catches the hook shot. How does the charge work out? Hikyu, 1 or 2 more autos. There we go. Tower First Blood and a momentary 700 gold lead. Terz's CS advantages in favor to Roccat as well in the bottom lane, but a significant advantage in the top lane. But now take a look at this positioning. Prophet, Sadism is on cooldown, and Norskeren has already made it to the top lane. He's looking for Kadril. Smitty J throws down the world ender. He's running for his life. First blood picked up to blank.
The coordination right there
Last week when we were looking, when Roccat had a lead at 15 minutes, they also had a 100% win rate. Let's see if they can do that again. Flash engage from Promiscu, not going to find his target. Defensive flash over the wall from Hikyu, running for his life, but Sheriff shuts him down with a killer instinct.
H2K was absolutely fantastic. They saw Hikyu coming from a mile away, and the way the game is sort of shaken out is this divide straight down.
When it comes to really going for those big engages, the LCS level, they love to play it a little safer. Kadril manages to go up to 3 stacks, and now he's running for his life. Lands Respite just to buy some time. That'll be enough for Smitty J to arrive. A stack for the... Yeah, exactly. And it's definitely is the case for now in terms of Sheriff. But unfortunately for H2K, they're just, again, caught a little bit now. The Chain of Corruption is available for Hikyu. Starts to spread. The Black Shield's a little bit late. The teleport coming in from behind. Shockwave whiffs as Kadril's able to use the Dancer Barriers to get around the back. There's no Sadism available, but everybody's in the melee. Blanc takes out Kadril. Lamb's Spike wasn't even used. That's simply not good enough. Promiscu gets killed as well. And another onto Smitty J. Roccat wipe H2K.
Prophet
goes to farm out what he can.
What? Norskeren? Come on, bro.
Norskeren can save everybody else's life. He cannot save his own. There are gigantic smiles and laughs on the face of that Norwegian wonder kid. But Roccat now, it makes more sense to me. There's more synergies.
That's after he died to Baron.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying that one for me.
The people needed to know. Yeah, H2K are already making their way over, but it's just a little bit too late. Now, what do? They go back and try to
at least get themselves a reply turret, I suppose. The second of their game. Dark Binding doesn't find any targets. Sheriff multiple threats on multiple fronts. Look at that. Command attack and command dissonance, and Shook just gets burned through. Now Smitty J is in trouble. World Ender is thrown down. He's trying to escape with his life. The tower is the focus. Killer Instinct.
Look at the mid lane.
Sheriff, he simply cannot engage. H2K are spread far too thin. They're spread far too wide. And this is one of the frustrations when you have those substitutions. Different communication, different players, and now H2K are being decimated where they stand. 2 quick kills in favor of Roccat. Kadril manages to find his ultimate this time around. Memento not going to get taken out, does in fact a moment later, but it is at the cost of 2 inhibitor turrets as well as entire team. H2K are aced and Roccat are destroying their base.
I mean, this game started off slow, but as soon as Roccat found that team fight in mid lane, got the Baron, it was all go ahead here for Roccat for the win.
3.5 minutes is all it took for Roccat to win after one team fight. Roccat destroy H2K. And H2K now have the second...
In the past, he was one of the guys to not pick the champion because he wanted to carry on his own. He wanted to be the member who could actually go and be a big split pusher. So it didn't fit the style of Vitality.
Hasn't shown that level of performance Kicker's looking for his first gank of his EU LCS split. Onto Ruin, the flash away, but Kicker's with the chase. Ruin not in a good spot. First blood Vitality.
Everything just completely went wrong for Giants. Great. I will say it was probably good for him he actually didn't hit it because there was no mana on Betsy.
Teleport coming in.
This one
here,
hits.
Giants going to go for the fight already. Kickus is down. And maybe a little bit too greedy for the mark. Joko instead decides Attila is his man. Tactical sweep will slow him up, but that's not the target you wanted. Betsy on his way down though, trying to catch out the Kench in the river, and that catfish has gone fishing. Betsy's caught him on his rod. That's an easy kill for Giants. Betsy gets the second kill of the game.
All right, because I was looking at the minimap Drake, by the way.
It's your favorite, isn't it?
It is now my favorite after you basically forced it to be my favorite. Don't like it. We've not seen that yet. Oh, that's a play in mid.
Yeah, Jackdaw going towards the mid lane. Betsy's going to weave his wall out, but he's stopped in his tracks. Great play from Vitality. Shut down on Betsy.
It's around mid lane again.
Come out on top. About 2,000 gold in the lead now.
Quick trade. That Riftail trade from before, giving them a very, very easy mid lane turret was so huge to unlock potentially what Jizuke wants to do, or catch Betsy when there's no turret behind him to actually keep him alive. Or you can TP down and kill the enemy bot lane.
Ruin looking for that equalizer straight across the bottom of the map. Attila there. Here comes the hero's entrance, though. They need to kill him quickly. In comes Jizuke. Jackdaw eats up one. He's down. Jizuke is going to catch onto Ruin. A 1-for-1 trade in the bottom lane.
Oh, might not be over yet. Kickus is here, but Betsy's also behind him.
Joko may have overstayed. Kick is knocked up straight away. Betsy with the knockback. Can't get him out of the Lamb's Respite, though, and Vitality's still alive. Kickus flashes away. Jizuke now in the midst of them all, though, and he's trying to 4v1 this one. Attila comes in from the side. Still back jumps forward, gets one. Jizuke chasing off Joko towards the top side of this fight. It's a double for Betsy, and Jizuke has to run for the wins.
Kickus came down. They wanted to re-engage.
Oh, perfect positioning from Betsy on that seismic shot, but Jizuke
don't do it, Joko. Kill. And one death. That's great, but Kickus going back in. It's bad. They're fighting again.
Attila was saved by Jackdaw. He's going to sacrifice himself for that. That's another pick for Giants. Kindred, so many tools to work with to stop Giants from actually being able to take these fights.
But obviously also, as we mentioned, like the Giants comp with the amount of damage they have, always have a win condition, which is if we round 5v5 and one team is looking for it on the side of Giants, the other team is always disengaging on the side of Vitality. Let's see what happens now, Jizuke. Big one!
Man, Taunt! Equalizer comes down straight away, though, and Giants might try and turn this one around. Jizuke is the first to fall. Kickus pops down the respite, but is a little bit too late. He's got a flash to safety. Burns down, not quite low enough, and now Giants Ruin chasing it. Can't quite find the final connection. Kickus will get to safety, but Jizuke went on a kamikaze mission into the midst of Giants.
Yeah!
Kickus does That's the superior jungler. Kickus does it again.
But Jizuke, like, he saw the big play. He knew, okay, I can get like 4 or 5 players here. His support was back in base. He wasn't there. And the rest of his damage couldn't follow up. It was just Kickus. He didn't even get the ult down in time to save Jizuke.
I do want to give credit to our observers. We hadn't planned that at all.
No, I got surprised they paused.
Storm comes out onto Jizuke. Once again, he's the one caught out. Justice Punch just puts him into the midst of the rest of Giants. Equalizer will catch Kickus down towards the bottom side. He jumps away, but Cabo and Attila have to run for the wins because Nuxalot is on the case, chasing them down. Cabo Shard will heal up once again, and Giants just find the single pick, but they'll get a tower out of it as well.
But it's happening, Medic, right now.
It's
Giants are winning the fight. Hitting you and trying to kill you. You can be as squishy as you want as long as you can kill the enemy tank. That's Baron going down in no time at all.
Double mountain, you have to.
Giants have managed to now get an item lead on the side. Once they actually go back and spend the gold they're going to get from this Baron here. Kabushard is still extremely tanky in front. Really just a Mundo running at the enemy team where it TP's in behind, or it's a Tam Kench ult in the middle. And if that doesn't happen, Jizuke is not set up to succeed on this pick. Like, it was mainly there, you know, one is an answer to a Talia, but also like they could try and snowball the side lane with it. Didn't really happen with the Galio, and now they're stuck in this really awkward position where the front line is simply not able to survive against the amount of damage on Giants.
The amount of poke coming out from Steelback as well, yet to die this game. Doing an incredible gold lead extends to about 3,000. Zone them out with the Weaver's Wall, step towards the inhibitor tower. That will fall quickly. Steelback jump forward. You have to keep your eyes on the Ezreal in fights like this. If he jumps forward, Jizuke has a moment.
Kill the tank. Here we go. This could be the ulti from Jizuke as well.
Yeah, deliver the tank onto the backline. Steelback needs to get away. There's the heroic entrance. Jizuke joins the fight. Jackdraw low. There's the Hector ultimatum in the midst of it all as well. Betsy solo. He's the first to go down. Kikis gets the shut down. And now Giants need to run for the win because KazaLoLLCShighlights is on the case. Kikis puts down on Lamb's Respite once again. Steelback, look at him. He's the guy that has to carry Giants through. Jackdraw gobbles up his teammate, keeps him alive for the moment, but he will sacrifice himself, and Steelback lands a final Mystic shot. Does not connect with the True Shot barrage, but still Giants come out on top.
And we kept talking about that, you know, Tahm Kench ulti's in, you get the ulti from Jizuke, but at this point, as we talked about, Giants have gotten ahead in items. They actually have so much damage on their side with Ezreal and Natalia. Let's see what happens.
Quad TP, remember on Vitality, they bring in 3 straight away, but 2 are split from the team. Attila knocked away, stunned up. Cabo now in the front line. The one that has to carry Jizuke comes in, and that is 1 dead. Ezreal, Vitality find the flank they need. They'll take the double, and they'll keep chasing here. Giants running for the hills, and Ruin's gonna get
To buy time.
A Weaver's Wall here would separate the Vitality from their target, but the edge now complete on Attila as well.
Did not have that in the last fight, and something that happened, if we get the replay of the last big engage, not the TP one, out before this week. Win here against Vitality. You're only 1 win behind them. Let's see the fight. Attila's low.
Equalizer in a great spot. The Weaver's Wall separates them as well. Jizuke now in the front line alongside KazaLoLLCShighlights, but he is low. Almost falls down the Lamb's Respite. Not enough to keep him alive, and now KazaLoLLCShighlights is running away from Giants. They find the 1 pick they need.
Vitality's staying on. They just need to keep Giants away from the Baron. Don't have to all in engage them though.
Kikis is going to go straight on to Ruin. No, 1 more is enough.
Okay.
Shut down for Kikis, and that's why you bring him into your team, to revitalize your chances. They've given up. They've given it up to show Giants are not fighting around this Baron. Vitality gets it. Second Baron of the game. 35.
Got the second one. We will get a top lane turret. They're constantly trying to look for the flank on the side of Giants here. Nukes a lot. He's around. His flash is available. Vitality are near the top wall. He can get a great combo and just lock them in place. Turret goes down. Vitality looking for that top. But of course, Giants' amount of damage can always kill a squishy target if the defensive tools of Vitality are not there in place. Let's see what happens.
Onto the Tahm Kench. The equalizer comes out as well. Nukes are already very low, but there's the hero's entrance. Giants run back towards their fountain, run back towards safety. Vitality reset the fight. And Giants just do not have the damage to get through Vitality at the moment. Mid lane pushing in as well. They can get the inhibitor tower and probably the in-hit.
That was all the defensive ultis, however. If they actually get another engage, Nukelot, he's back. He needs to go for this one if he actually thinks he can win the fight. Now it's time.
Onto Jizuke, nukes a lot onto KazaLoLLCShighlights as well, but he is nuked down. Jizuke gets the taunt onto Betsy, cleanse flash away straight away. Giants now running for the hills because it's a 4v5. KazaLoLLCShighlights flash forward, double kill though for Attila onto the backline. He's gonna fall as well. No, still alive, gets the triple, then goes down, and now it's all on Giants. It's all on Steelback and Ruin to somehow survive and somehow save this game for Vitality, but Kikis is having none of that. They're looking
TP back
for the Nexus Tower. TP coming in, Ruin taunted up. Kikis does so much damage, and Vitality somehow turned this game around. It was all Giants, it was all them, but Vitality say, not today, my friends. They'll take the kills, they'll take your life, and they will take your Nexus in the end. Steelback can do nothing about it. Vitality goes 6-5.
What a back! See what we get from Kasing. It is gonna be either the Trundle or it's gonna be the Gragas. Sorry, going down to that bottom lane is what we expect at least.
Because he walks across this ward. You can see Jankos on the Krugs. Odoamne can come and react very quickly to this.
Niski's coming too.
Jumped up, Niski's on his way. Jankos needs to try and flash away. Teleport coming in, and Niski's going to land a Vision of Empire, and that is first blood to Splice.
Did not think that Odoamne was going to get a lot of help minions. It makes it harder to snowball out of control. Let's see what happens top. Gank is coming.
Pretty easy gank here for Jankos as well. Odoamne doesn't have a flash, and will land the smite, get the kill up towards that top side. Niski trying to trade with Perks in the mid lane. Those double buffs keeping him topped on this Jarvan, one of your main tools of engage. Gonna jump in with the Cataclysm. Odoamne not 6 yet. So much damage going out from the threaded volley. And G2 once again execute towards the top lane.
And just let me quote Odoamne.
Jankos is on his way, has the Weaver's Wall as well. Xerxes
is higher level than Odoamne at the moment and will now steal his experience as well.
not good for him. Teleport coming in
Oh,
from
that's
Perks
a
as well.
rise.
G2, there's the TP.
No!
This is great
Odoamne!
stuff from G2. Odoamne dead once again. Tower will fall, and Xerxes is in no man's land. Once again, G2 come up towards the top lane and get 2 kills.
So we said
Talked about how it was the draft looked similar to Splice from Spring Split. That's what they did in Spring.
A lot of late game.
Incredibly passive. They gave up all of the early game. And playing this Tilly up towards that top side, all about Wonder as well. Once again, that's the matchup we're going to see. Top and jungle all here at the same time. And Xerxes gets caught in the Cataclysm, taken out. The Weavers will catch out Odo. Realm Warp in. Odo flashes, but I don't know is on his way into a sizable gold lead.
and get the first Drake as well on the side of G2 Esports.
Level 5 no longer. He's been able to scale up a little bit. We did with the Ghost in. Gets a level up off the minions. Looking for a bit of a gobble here.
No.
Onto Odo. We'll
Leave him alone!
Him back into the stun, into the knockup. Goodbye, Odo. Hyanan with the final
They lose the mid lane turret, or at least they lose a lot on it. Like, they're just getting destroyed in terms of map movements.
G2 just pulling them all around the map. Wonder will get the tier 2 here in the bottom lane. 14 minutes in, getting a tier 2 is an incredible thing.
Oh, he's coming mid.
So Niski needs to get out of here if he can. Flashes across the wall, but Jankos is there to meet him. The waiting arms of the Polish jungler. Jankos gets another kill for himself.
I just keep looking. Guys, can you stop forcing plays on us? We need like 20 more minutes.
They're not going to get it at the rate things are going. Second tier 2 in the mid lane is down. G2 7-1 up.
Seen it already. Niski, no flash on his side.
Reaper's Wall is actually going to separate him. He's pulled down straight away. There's going to be a big fight here in the top lane. Niski down straight away. Odo1 joins the fight. We did knock back into the Cataclysm. Wonder there as well in the midst of it all. And G2 able just to kite back from the tower as much as they need. See Jankos, one of the main threats here for G2. Already finished that Morello and the Runic Echoes. Wonder going towards mid. Kasing does not find the engage he wants. Goes Golden.
Stopwatches.
But yeah, he is pretty darn dead to Fishier.
That is a tilter from Kasing. Tried because Wadid had left the fight, at least for a moment. Failed the body slam flash. Then he wasted stopwatch and his defend with the comp here. Fight is starting.
Weaver's Wall's going to come out. Odo1 and Kasing trying to find a flank, but it's not how you find a flank that's important. It's whether you can actually 20-minute mark was 8,291. That has been surpassed by G2. 9,425 gold ahead in this game at 20 minutes, and they're looking to make it a little bit more as once again they catch out.
Will not get any entrance. Jankos is the one with the smite, by the way.
Flashes in for it.
He was the smiter. So.
Not sure he needed to flash in there. Wonder on the chase there onto Xerxes and Niski. Here comes the Belmont with Did and Perks on the engage path. And already one down for Splice. Xerxes will just about get away. And Kasing with a great knockback onto Jankos. Those inhibitor towers with Did and Hyanan forced back in the mid lane. But Perks is bringing up a wave towards top side as well.
They're trying to gank him. Look at Xerxes. I know Mindy steps away when Perks does not just run forward instantly.
Tower goes down in the bottom lane as well. Inhibitor line has been cracked by G2. Still that cannon survives, and Odo1 Kobe will try and clear it out. Perks is being ganked, as you say, up towards the top side. Xerxes there, but the Tarm catch going to come straight away, and Niski goes golden, but not even in his ultimate. He will fall. Wonder still pushing in the bottom lane, and Jankos gets the mid-inhib tower.
And G2 have just been so fast with Talia ultis, Ryze ultis, and Tahm Kench ultis. Like, their comp, when you fall behind against this, it's just so hard to play against, because you can never do anything in the side lane. The moment you try and gank anything, 3-4 players show up instantly. So the draft from G2 is just perfect at actually snowballing this game from an early lead into a win. 3 inhibs gone instantly. Spice without any wave to trying to defend. I guess the only positive is the globals can't be used here.
And Kobe hasn't died, which is a very positive thing for him. Xerxes, though, will go down once again. We did gets the kill on the Trundle. Both Nexus towers fall, and it looks like G2 are well on their way back to their winning ways here. They're going to go 8-3 against Splice.
Great game. Style champion.
I mean, but Soaz has played all of the Gragas games that Fnatic have played this split.
But can grab
I'm sure he can.
Gragas
I'm sure he
for
can.
himself. No flash on Nuke Duck. This is definitely how you camp mid lane. Level 1, level 2, they're here.
Flash in from Broxah, but Nuke Duck does try and just taunt through. They're going to go for the double tower dive. Broxah gets first blood. Amazing on his way here. Tries to catch up Broxah, but can't do it. Flashes the wall.
No, not in range.
The Shroud as well keeps Broxah alive and amazing. Just chasing around. He's already roamed up. Flash torn once again underneath the tower. Fnatic do not care.
The yellow jersey so far.
And Nuke Duck leading the peloton. but unable to catch up.
Definitely unable. Falling, refire, and there's the kill pressure, maybe.
This is what you can do, though. Kill pressure down towards the bottom side. Hylissang ignited and
Told you.
And Banda will get a kill down towards the
Drakes. And that's such a huge part of the enemy team snowballing on experience against you. Amazing is not.
And jump on over to twitch.tv/RiotGames2, where you can see NukeDuck's stream. He is playing in windowed mode. I hope he's not using the Fnatic gear flick, though.
Bot lane.
Unfair. Bot lane. Once again, the kill pressure comes out, and Schalke find an avenue down towards this bottom side.
And it's good from Schalke to step away from a mid lane.
Looking to steal it away, but you've got 50 CS in the mid
They
lane
wanna
as well.
fight here.
Chachi coming across, Caps there. Eye is open, Broxah secures it, and now Amazing may have to flush out of the back of the pit. Instead, they decide they want to keep pushing in. Stand United onto Broxah. He jumps straight on towards NukeDuck. Here comes the middle, though, and they've got Caps caught out on that backline. Silence into the stopwatch. NukeDuck still alive. Round warp in from Upset. This is what Schalke needed to come back from a poor early game. They find...
Upset is only level 7. Can Amazing do something?
He's still had a good pillar here. Upset tanking up the tower.
That's a lot of damage. Soaz is still around. He loves to be in this position, man.
Here comes Vanda, flashes it into the fear. Soaz probably doesn't love to be in this position. Amazing!
They get it in the end, but look how much time bot lane turret is going to die now, because Whippo didn't join the top lane fight. He stayed bot lane. That's going to be the first all the time on his Orianna here. NukeDuck, it's hard for him to trade against him.
Gonna try to. Shockwave comes out. There's the paranoia as well. And once again, Fnatic shut down the key man on Schalke. Chachi getting chased away here as well. Broxah with the fear tether will be able to keep Chachi in range of Caps, and it's another kill for Fnatic. Taunt comes out onto Upset. Fnatic
gonna get it down. Feast as well.
Here, Feast gets the Inferno, but Fnatic aren't done yet. Hylissang looking for the taunt on NukeDuck, can't quite connect. Decides against going for it. Remember,
it's
this
not
tower
over.
is down. Hylissang can get a perfect flank off here. Vanda's like, oh, not in the best of spots. Gravity Field comes out. Whippo knocked up by Chachi. No Feast, remember, on the Cho'Gath. Just used Soaz. Watch Soaz. Watch the veteran from Fnatic as Caps takes down Amazing. Soaz gets the knockback onto Upset. He has to run back towards his tower. NukeDuck cannot connect from the side. Whippo takes down Upset. Broxah takes down NukeDuck. And Fnatic take down Schalke. A perfect fight from them.
Fnatic, they saw 5.
Easy secure for them. Schalke still unable to put themselves on the turret score.
And because Schalke has fallen, if the enemy team tries to move into vision, oh, mid lane.
Soaz flashed in there. NukeDuck was able to dodge around. The Realm Walk coming out as well. Schalke maybe finding the fight they needed, but it's only Soaz they got caught out. The knock-up. Chain CC, but they're all in the midst of the shockwave. It's not enough damage yet from Caps. We're both still up in the top into this. Ignite came down on NukeDuck. Caps dodging and dodging his way around. No flash to Fischio, but I like where your head is at.
Not in range for him here, but another fight, another time where Victor is just pushing. Vander is spotted.
Shockwave using Vander's dead, but Caps may pay for it with his life. The chase comes in. There's the paranoia as well. Caps just running for the heals. Paranoia all the way onto the back line. And look at the damage on Upset. Broxah says thank you very much, and Schalke were baited by Caps. Explosive Cask knocks NukeDuck away, but now Chachi's not in the best of positions either. He's just going to have to run back to
Hey, Victor's joining.
Whippo joins the fight finally. Chachi trying to get the piece down on Caps, but can't get close enough. The knockup. Chachi, nom 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 nom, takes one for himself.
All right, Fnatic.
That fiddle's just mechanically better than Whippo.
Someone got a face check. Typically, it's the support. Caps, that's not Baron yet. That's the Baron.
Hylissang's killed Amazing, so Fnatic can go back to the Baron as well pretty easily here. No jungler on the enemy team, but always Chachi waiting in the wings. Has that Feast. A lot of true damage from the Cho'Gath if he can get it. Hylissang just trying to block off the path. Control ward.
Vander can ult in. There's no ward in the brush.
Puts the control ward in. Here comes the paranoia all on towards the Fiddlesticks. Goes golden, but he's not going to survive for too long. Whippo takes him out. The shockwave pulls visit Chachi back again. And Fnatic look more and more like a team at the top of the EU LCS as they just push Schalke around the map. Another kill for them. They don't even need to go for the Vedius one's electrocute though.
He's a mid lane Nocturne.
That's true, that's true. Once again, the jump in, and Amazing is done for. Has not had the impact on this game he would have wanted. Schalke still could force a fight here. They catch out Soaz, fear him up, knock him up as well, and Soaz gets kept alive with a second unit. 3-man knock-up from Nuked Up, but he just doesn't have the damage, and Fnatic eat him for dinner. Chachi pops the Gargoyle Stone Plate, gets into the Realm War, gets yanked right back out of it. Once again, Fnatic get engaged on, but somehow turn it back.
It's insane. Now he jumped in, he didn't have any damage.
Yeah, second item GA. It seems to be a running theme for Yasuo's against Fnatic. We saw Senkooks do it last week as well.
I feel like it's the, okay, we got
They continue to extend this gold lead. They're 14,000 gold ahead at 26 minutes.
It is a very
Any
one-sided.
hope of victory as Fnatic close in on the win this game. Trying to equalize with G2 in second spot. Misfits, of course, still leading the pack, but Fnatic continue to go from strength to strength. Shockwave lands onto Amazing. Here comes the Paranoia as well. Broxah is dominating in the jungle v jungle matchup. It's been all Broxah all the time. GA's popped. Chachi trying to do what he can against Whipper up towards the top side of this fight, but you have to feel that it's the death knell for Schalke here. Fnatic just pushing into the Nexus towers. Who even cares about taking down the inhibitors? The minions will do that for you. They get the top inhib and they're looking for the win.
Not even at 30 minutes yet. Broxah has been playing a great game. He took Amazing's job. He's been taking his life as well multiple times in this one. And now he wants the Nexus.
Chachi trying to do what he can to save these Nexus towers, but Fnatic are having none of that. One down, the second soon to follow. Fnatic go from strength to strength to strength and look like the best team in the EU LCS.